Most people think financial progress can be summarized by a single number: net worth. It looks clean, objective, and official. One number that supposedly tells you how well you're doing in life. So people check it obsessively. They calculate it every few months, sometimes every week. They compare it to friends, coworkers, people from school, strangers on the internet. And when that number doesn't move or moves too slowly, they feel like they're failing, like all their effort isn't paying off. But here's the uncomfortable truth most people never hear. Net worth is a lagging indicator. It doesn't measure progress, it measures the past. Net worth is not a steering wheel, it's a rearview mirror. By the time your net worth changes in a meaningful way, all the important decisions have already been made months or years earlier. The habits, the skills, the systems, the risks, the consistency, all of that happened long before the number reflected it. That's why tracking net worth feels so frustrating. You're watching a delayed signal and expecting real-time feedback. And that disconnect is exactly why so many people feel stuck financially, even when they're actually moving in the right direction. The real problem isn't that people care about net worth. The problem is that they treat it like a scoreboard instead of what it really is, a historical record. Think about it this way. Imagine trying to get in shape by weighing yourself 10 times a day, but never tracking your workouts, your calories, your sleep, or your consistency. Your weight would fluctuate randomly. Some days it goes down, some days it goes up, and most of the time it wouldn't move at all. You'd probably get frustrated and quit, even if your habits were actually improving. That's exactly what happens financially when net worth becomes the main metric. People obsess over outputs and ignore inputs, and wealth is built almost entirely on inputs. The people who eventually reach financial freedom aren't focused on their net worth month to month. They're focused on things that actually drive future wealth. Cash flow, skills, leverage, systems, optionality, the ability to produce value repeatedly, not just store it. If net worth is the shadow on the wall, these are the objects creating it. Cash flow is one of the most important metrics people ignore. Not how much money you have, but how much money you can generate consistently. Someone with a low net worth but strong, growing cash flow is in a far better position than someone with a high net worth and weak income. Cash flow buys time. It buys flexibility. It reduces fear. It allows mistakes. It allows reinvestment. And most importantly, it compounds far faster than static assets. Skills are another invisible driver of wealth that never shows up on a balance sheet. Your ability to solve problems, communicate, sell, build, analyze, create, adapt. These are assets that don't depreciate the same way money does. In fact, they usually appreciate. A valuable skill can generate income in ways that net worth never could on its own. And unlike money, skills can't be taken away easily. They travel with you. They survive resets, crashes, and changes in the economy. Systems matter more than goals, but almost no one tracks them. A system is how money actually moves through your life. How you earn, how you save, how you invest, how you reinvest, how you learn, how you recover from mistakes. Someone with a mediocre net worth but a solid system will eventually surpass someone with a higher net worth and no system at all. Because systems produce repeatable outcomes, goals don't. Time leverage is another factor net worth completely ignores. How many hours of your life are directly tied to your income? If your income stops the moment you stop working, your net worth becomes a fragile safety net instead of a foundation. Time leverage, through businesses, investments, content, automation, or scalable skills, is what allows wealth to grow without requiring constant effort. And that leverage usually shows up long after the work is done. Optionality is one of the most underrated forms of wealth. The ability to say no, the ability to pivot, the ability to wait, the ability to choose. Two people can have the same net worth and completely different lives depending on how much optionality they have. One might be trapped in a high-paying job they hate, the other might have multiple paths forward. Net worth alone doesn't capture that difference at all. This is why comparing net worth is not just useless, it's actively harmful. You never see the inputs. You only see the output, frozen in time, stripped of context. You don't see debt structures, stress levels, job security, happiness, future earning potential, or risk exposure. You see a number and assume it tells the full story. It doesn't. And when people use net worth as their primary motivator, it often backfires. They become overly conservative. They avoid learning new skills because it might temporarily slow their savings rate. They avoid investing in themselves because it doesn't show up immediately. They avoid risks that could increase their long-term earning power because it might cause short-term volatility. Ironically, this mindset keeps them poorer for longer. The people who break out of that cycle shift their focus. They still care about net worth, but they don't obsess over it. They track leading indicators instead of lagging ones. They ask better questions. Am I increasing my ability to earn money over time? Am I building assets that can scale? Am I learning skills that are valuable in multiple environments? Am I creating systems that work even when motivation is low? Am I buying back my time or selling it more efficiently? These questions don't give instant gratification. There's no clean number attached to them, but they predict the future far better than net worth ever will. This is also why social media comparisons are so dangerous financially. You see highlight reels of people claiming massive net worths, expensive lifestyles, early success. What you don't see is sustainability. You don't see volatility. You don't see risk. You don't see how dependent that lifestyle is on very specific conditions, staying perfect. Wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about being resilient. And resilience comes from things that don't fit neatly into a spreadsheet. If you're early in your financial journey, obsessing over net worth can be especially damaging. Early on, net worth barely moves. That's normal. Compounding hasn't kicked in yet. Skills are still developing. Systems are still fragile. Most of your progress is happening below the surface. Quitting at this stage because the number isn't moving is like quitting the gym after 2 weeks because your body hasn't transformed yet. The real breakthrough usually happens quietly. Income increases before net worth does. Opportunities appear before money does. Confidence grows before results do. And when net worth finally accelerates, it feels sudden, but it wasn't. It was delayed. This is why the most dangerous phase financially is the gap between effort and visible results. That's where most people give up, and that's exactly where net worth tracking does the most harm. Instead of asking, why isn't my net worth growing? A better question is, what am I building right now that will matter in 5 years? Because wealth is not built by staring at numbers. It's built by making yourself more valuable, more flexible, and more capable over time. Net worth will eventually reflect that. It always does. But it should never be the thing you rely on to tell you whether you're winning or losing. Track the inputs, build the systems, grow the skills, protect your time, and let net worth do what it's supposed to do. Quietly follow behind. If this video made you rethink how you measure progress with money, then you'll probably like the rest of the content on this channel. Here, we talk about financial education in a practical way, not just numbers on a screen, but how money actually works in real life, how to build income, develop valuable skills, and create systems that give you more freedom over time. So, if you're serious about improving your financial future, make sure to subscribe and check out the other videos on the channel. And if you know someone who's constantly stressing over their net worth or feeling stuck financially, share this video with them. It might help them see things from a completely different perspective. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.